Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I'm participating in the Hello Love collaboration. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes, but first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. I'm so happy you stopped by, and if you're returning, you know I love you. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this wreath, this heart wreath form from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to use 6 of these packages of nautical ropes from Dollar Tree. I'm going to start off by hot gluing the end of that piece of rope to the back side of the other rope after I wrapped the heart. Then I'm just going to continue wrapping, but I am going to continue hot gluing the rope together to get it to stay, because it really, you want to have it tight, and that way it will keep the shape a little bit better, but also that way you don't see any of that wreath form. Now this project, I did get this idea off Pinterest. I will have a link to the site that I did this. She has step-by-step instructions. I don't think I went completely by her instructions. And I probably should have done it a little bit different, because at the end it was a little, there was a few spots at the end that I think I could have done a little bit different. But anyways, I am just going to do this all the way around. I'm going to wrap, and I'm going to hot glue and wrap and hot glue. So it is a really easy project. It does take a little bit of time just because of the hot gluing and the wrapping. But like I said, you do want to have that rope just staying connected and staying tight. So here I'm getting to the almost the end, and you can see it's a little harder in the rounded areas here. What I did was there were some times where I had to just hot glue the rope together, even if it wasn't really on the frame. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like I said, I'll have a link to the original so you can kind of see what she did too. But the basic thing is you just want to make sure you keep the rope tight and make sure you're keeping the frame or the shape of the heart as you're wrapping. So I'm going to switch over here any moment to the very end. There we go. So once I had it all done, I didn't like how that corner ended up. And part of it was because I had come to the end of the rope, and I probably should have started, I don't know. But anyways, it is what it is. So I decided to cover that part since I wasn't happy with it with those roses. And those are the foam roses from Dollar Tree. Then I took this ribbon. Both of these different types of ribbons that I'm going to use are from Walmart's Christmas section. I think that one was from last year. This one is from this year's. And I'm just going to make some bows by making the awareness ribbon loop and then scrunching it up in the middle and then tying the middle with some jute twine. And then after that, I will dovetail the ends, which you just fold the ends together and cut at an angle, just like you see me doing right there. And then I'm going to add this right under those roses. And then I'm going to take another little mini foam rose, and I'm going to hot glue it right in between the bow there. And then I'm going to take some more of that red ribbon, and I'm going to make a hanger, and I'm just going to hot glue the ends together. And then I made sure that that seam was in the back of the heart, and I hot glued it, and then I just hot glued the front part as well, so it just kind of stayed there. And then Oliver, he came in to say hi. He was wanting my attention, so I thought I'd give you a little shot of him. And then here is the final project. It is really pretty. I really love the way this came out. But again, check out the link to the original and see how hers came out as well. Okay, so today's challenge is the Hello Love Challenge, and this is hosted seasonally by Tammy with the Rusted Willow and Ellie from DIY From House to Home. Their guest host is Marika with Marika's Creations. These are wonderful ladies, so make sure you check out their channels and then check out the playlist as well. I will have links to all of them in my description box below. So here's DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paints in the color white and elephant. I'm going to use this ribbon from Dollar Tree that looks like birch wood. And then I made that decal with my Cricut, and then some wired jute and this cutting board from Dollar Tree. I'm going to start off by painting the cutting board white and then doing some dry brushing with the elephant gray here, because I wanted it to kind of match that ribbon in case I didn't get it covered all the way, especially the sides. I knew I wouldn't be covering the sides, so that way it would blend in. So then I took some ribbon, I cut it down to size, and I'm just going to hot glue it here just like you see, and then I'm just going to wrap, and I only needed 2 pieces of this ribbon, and I'm going to hot glue like you see here, and then I'm just going to go around and hot glue it to the back and add the other piece. Now I came up with this idea. My husband, normally when we say I love you to each other, he just says I love you. But the other day he went, I love you, Brenda. And I said, repeated to him, I love you, Dan. And the minute I said that, a picture of a carved heart with initials flashed through my mind. And I started laughing. I'm like, I just got an idea for a DIY. He thought that was pretty funny. But I don't know if his I love yous is going to help my creativity. He needs to tell me that more often, I guess. But anyways, so I just thought, how fun would it be to make something that looks kind of like a tree where, you know, you carve the heart and you carve in your initials. So that's where I came up with this. I've had this ribbon for a while. I got it sometime early last year, and I haven't used it yet. And I've been kind of trying to figure out what to use it on. And so I just thought this was going to be perfect. And I really love the way this came out. And this can be for Valentine's Day. It could be for a wedding. It could be for just in your bedroom. You know, it doesn't even have to be Valentine's Day decor. In fact, it really doesn't even look like Valentine. I'll probably keep it in our room just because I think it's so sweet. But anyway, so here, as you can see, I'm just going to go along and continue to hot glue it so that it stays down. I didn't want it to pucker up at all and wanted it to look like a birch tree as much as it can because it's ribbon, not bark. Anyways, so after I have this all done, I trim off that last piece. I finish adding little bits of hot glue wherever I missed. And then I took a heart from Dollar Tree and I am just tracing it onto that ribbon. Now that ribbon isn't like your normal fabric kind of ribbon. It almost has a papery feel to it. So this, my pencil wrote over it very nicely. And then I took my hot glue and this wired jute twine. You could, if you don't have the wired, you could definitely use regular twine as well. And I'm just going to hot glue it all the way around the heart that I traced out. And yeah, you'll watch me do that here. If you're new here, I am so glad you stopped by today, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you like today's video, and if you like farmhouse, rustic, home decor, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, eclectic, fun, whatever you like, I probably do it. But I would just invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. And let me know in the comment box that you're here or that you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. My normal upload times for my videos are Mondays at 5 p.m. Central, but I do like to participate during the week with different challenges. So if you hit that notification bell and set it to all, YouTube should notify you whenever I upload a video. And then if you guys like today's video, you know the drill. Please give me that thumbs up and comment so that way YouTube will send my video out for more to see. Okay, so once I was done with the heart, I just took my little decal and I'm just putting it right there in the middle. And after that, I am going to take some more of those little, I did grab some tumbling tower blocks that I had in my stash. They were already glued together and painted and stuff, so I just added them to the back. Then I'm taking these little foam roses from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to hot glue them to the top part of my heart. And then after that, I took some lace ribbon. This ribbon you can get from Dollar Tree. I think this one I actually got from either Hobby Lobby or Walmart, but I just made a bow and put it on the bottom, and I just love this. I think it is just so sweet. You have to let me know what you think about this one. Okay, I'm just inviting you to come on over to my social media accounts and say hello and subscribe. You can find the links in my description box below. So here's DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my COUTURE transfer. This is called Lovebug. This is new this year, so it is available currently. I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color white, my COUTURE paste in the color candy apple, this Valentine's heart, I don't know if it was Crafter's Square from Dollar Tree, this gingham paper I got from Hobby Lobby, and then this banner sign I've had in my stash for a while, but I did get it at Dollar Tree. So I started off by just sanding off that glitter. I didn't want to have that glitter around. And then I just used my fingers to kind of crease where I was going to cut it. And then after I had it creased, I just cut it all out. And after that, I'm going to use my school glue, the purple Elmer school. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to paint it. I painted the top part with my white chalk paint. I painted the sides, and then I decided to go ahead and remove the hanger and the sticker on the back and paint the back side of it as well. After it was all dry, this is where I took my school glue, and I'm going to put it all over that sign, and then I'm going to add my paper right to it. And I love using this purple glue because you can see where you've added it, and it really does work very well. I've never had a problem with my paper coming off. So then I'm just going to add my paper. Now the very tips of the banner sign, the paper didn't go down to, so I had painted it white, so you really can't notice. Then these hearts, they have the wood part is screwed on, so I just removed the screws, and then I painted that heart white. After it was all dry, I went ahead and replaced those screws, added the heart back on, and then replaced the screws. And then after that, I took my stencil, and this is the first time I've used it, so I'm going to fuzz it. I've fuzzed it about 4 times, and the reason why I fuzz it is because you don't want it so sticky that it pulls up your paint or stretches your transfer. So I'm just getting that placed where I want it. I grab my paste and my little multi-tool here. I'm just adding my paste over the silk screen there, and voila, it is done. I love COUTURE. It is just so easy, and it always makes everything look so beautiful. If you have questions about it or would like to check into it, you can see my links in my description box for it, or you can always ask me, send me an email. I'd be happy to answer any questions. So here I just took some of that ribbon, tied knots on the ends, hot glued them to the back for a hanger, and then I'm using my E6000 and some hot glue to glue this heart in place. And of course the hot glue doesn't normally work on metal, so I held it down for, I don't know, 30 seconds or so just to make sure that it adheres. Then I'm just going to add some Boxwood Greenery to the top there, and then I made this bow. This ribbon, I don't remember where I got it. It's been in my stash. It might have been at Christmas time at Walmart last year. I don't remember for sure, but that's all there was. I added a little bit more Boxwood Greenery there, and I just love how this came out. It's so simple, but yet it's just very sweet. You have to let me know what you think of this one as well. Okay, so it's a time for a celebration of your recreation. And Belinda, I love your projects. They turned out so cute, especially the ones with the beads that you recreated of mine. I love it. Thank you. And then Connie, I just love your little sign here. It is so pretty. Thank you so much. And then we have this one from Tracy. Oh, these are so pretty. You did an amazing job. I just love them all. Thank you, ladies, so much. Oh, sorry about my phone. Thank you, ladies, so much for sending me those pictures. And if you have a picture that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send them to my email address listed there, or you can send it to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger, and I'd be happy to showcase it for you. So here's DIY number 4. Okay, so for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paints in the color white and elephant and in the color crimson. I am going to take 4 of these love signs that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm not going to show this, but I do use some half beads that I've had in my stash from Amazon. So I start off by removing all the hangers from the back of these. They are on there by staples, so it does take a little bit to get the staples off, but I got them all off. And then after that, I painted the fronts and the back all with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. Once they were all painted, I took my elephant and I'm just doing some dry brushing all along. Now again, if you don't like dry brushing, you don't have to do this if you want to recreate it. But I have to say, I did see this, I don't know, a year or 2 ago. I saw this, maybe Pinterest, I'm not sure. I saw it somewhere, and I think they used it as a vase, and I thought this was such a great idea, and so I wanted to try it myself, and I finally found, I could never find these words, and I finally found them at Dollar Tree. So as you can see, I am just painting the inside of my hearts with my crimson color, and then I took a small paint brush, and I am just going around the outside part of the hearts. After they were all dry, I'm using my wood glue, and I'm going to use hot glue here to connect all of my love words. Now, I wasn't quite paying attention to what I was doing, because this one I should have been placing inside of the word, not on the outside. Just like you see the other side is on the inside, and I didn't realize it till it was too late. So if you have these words and you want to recreate this, you might just kind of pay attention to that. It would probably work out a little bit better. And then I'm doing that on the last piece here, and I add the wood glue and hot glue to both sides. And because of the way I had it, it didn't kind of, it just didn't fit the way I was wanting it to fit. So if you recreate this, just make sure you pay attention to that, like I said. So anyways, once that I had all my glue on there, I just connect all 4 pieces together, held them shut for a little bit, and then I took these half beads. I got these from Amazon, and I just added them down the sides of them, and there it is. I add a candle in the middle, but like I said, you can add a vase of flowers and it would be really pretty. But I just think it's really fun, just simple, and I don't know, I just love it. Yep, let me know what you think about it as well. And then let me know which one was your favorite out of these 4 today. I would love to find out, and if you're going to recreate any, make sure you send me some pictures. And then make sure, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that red subscribe button before you go, and make sure you hit that thumbs up and comment. But most importantly, make sure you check out the wonderful host and the playlist to get all kinds of Valentine inspiration. So with all that, I will be back again on Saturday. So have a great weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.